So I was about to literally kill myself trying to get to the bus, you know, running, walking, whatever. And then I wound up having to go to the bathroom, and then I wasn't going to make it, and I was just like, I'll cancel my appointment. What am I going to do, you know? So I called to cancel my appointment, and my appointment wasn't today, it was tomorrow. They called 2 or 3 days in advance. And I didn't even pay attention. Probably I was gone all day long yesterday, and I called my home phone remotely from my cell and heard that and was thinking my appointment was today. It wasn't. It's tomorrow. And I canceled it for tomorrow. I rescheduled because I didn't want to do it tomorrow. It's supposed to be I heard it was supposed to be massive thunderstorms. I don't want to get my hair cut anytime it's supposed to be raining out, which is a crapshoot, but you usually can know by the day before. So I wound up giving 24 hours notice. I'm calling. I'm like, I'm sorry. I couldn't make it I had to go to the bathroom. You know, it's like. She's like, your appointment's not today. I'm like, oh my God. I'm glad I didn't kill myself. I would have gone there for nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I'm starting. I got this from Amazon. These two. I don't know if they sell them in supermarkets or in drugstores or whatnot, but I do know they're probably the cheapest on Amazon. I didn't have to pay shipping. I never will pay. I refuse to ever pay shipping. I make sure I buy enough that I don't have to pay for shipping. I got my mama's cheap CD case. I got these two things. I don't know how much they were, but I just used them today. I'm going to start using them every day, or I'm going to try. And me being me, I'm going to keep track of it. So if I do everything, if I floss and use this stuff on the day that I do that, I'm going to highlight that day with a highlighter, yellow highlighter. But if I don't floss, because I'm bad about flossing and I need to be flossing every single day, then it'll just get a half-day highlight. That's my plan. And I'll write it on the top of the calendar so I can look at it years from now if I'm still around and know what it meant. Otherwise, there have been times where I looked at old calendars and they're highlighted and I have no idea what it meant. It could mean anything unless I can find somewhere where I wrote what it meant. I've had days circled and you see in the months, I don't know what it meant. It could mean anything as I keep track of shit. The only thing we know it didn't mean, unless we go way back, is that I had sex that day. We have to go way back in calendars for that. And generally, I would write that out and not just circle the day. So, who knows? I've looked at my old calendars. I told you I have calendars going back as many years almost as Kavanaugh. Not quite, but I do. A whole thing of them. They were just like he kept diary calendars, where you would write what you're planning on doing, like say if I'm going to the dentist or going to get my hair cut or whatever, whatever. And also, but for me, I did both, just like he said he did. It also can be after the fact what you did, you know. It could be one or the other, and most of the time they would match up. Sometimes I wrote I was supposed to do something and it didn't wind up happening, you know. Anyway, that's it. I would have killed myself to run and to try and catch that bus and etc. all for fucking nothing. Because I just assume I told her, I laughed, I'm like, if I had showed up there, whatever, you know, I'm used to doctors call you one day ahead of time. They don't call you many days. Usually they'll call you the day before, in my experience. Anyway, as a reminder call, you know, you have an appointment tomorrow, and nope, it was tomorrow, not today. It was called yesterday, and I'm not going tomorrow either. I rescheduled because I don't feel like going tomorrow because we're supposed to have bad weather. Bye.